See if the webcam works. It did! Yay! So many situations in which that just doesn't pan out properly. Sherlock's here. Watson is hiding. She's still got the donut around her neck, and she's really not happy about it. Hi, everybody. Hello. Outside. Nanny and Granddad are here, and they brought her some new, very warm clothes. And they got her some really nice little leather boots, and she loves them. But literally the second they were on her feet, she was like, outside? I'm wearing boots now. Are we going outside? It's like, that's my kid. True streams left. Wow, I know. Yeah, we'll be streaming now. We will also stream again tomorrow morning. It'll be our last Saturday morning Dooger before we leave. Pavlov would be really proud. I think Sam mentioned this on his stream, but he and I saw a tweet that made us go like, whoa. That said something like, do you think that anytime Pavlov heard a bell, he was reminded of using the bell to feed the dogs and thus also conditioned himself? And we were like, whoa. So there you go. The end of an era. Dude, today is our party. So we're very excited about that. Jeannie and Isaac came up with a great idea for what to do with the mugs, because as you all know, I was like, I don't know what to do with all of my mugs that I'm not taking. I wanted to do a giveaway, but time got away from me and it's just not happening. So I don't know what to do with them. And then I think it was Isaac was he was putting them in boxes, and he was like, you know what you should do is bring them to the going away thing, and then everybody can have their drinks for the night in a Dodger mug. And if they want, they can take it home. And I was like, that's a great idea. It was a really cute idea. So we're going to do that. I love that this chat is usually super wholesome. Yeah. We've got a really good vibe in here. And then smash the rest of them. Yeah. Everybody's going to take 5 mugs. I mean, I hope so. Isaac was like, there's still so many. Which ones are you taking? And I was like, none of them. The ones I'm taking are on a boat right now. Like, that's it. That's all. They're all staying here. He was like, what? Yeah. So I think that that's a really cute idea. So we'll do that. We're bringing all of our alcohol. Sam and I didn't drink alcohol super often anyway, so we just had a lot of stuff just kind of around. Like, great. Take that. Taking all of our board games. I had a hug them and let them go moment with a bunch of my stuff yesterday. I never truly understood the Marie Kondo, like, pick it up, hug it, say thank you, let it go thing. I was like, that's a little excessive. And then yesterday, I was just standing there because, okay, let me back up. Jeannie and Isaac are in town again. To just like see everybody, and also because it timed out really well with us leaving, so she could say goodbye and spend some more time with us. They came over, they brought pastries in the morning yesterday, and we were sitting and we were eating and having coffee and whatever. And Jeannie was like, do you need any help with anything? And I said, well, Sam and I were just gonna like start clearing out the garage, because the garage really was the last big problem area. So that was kind of our plan, was just to start going through and seeing like, okay, these things we donate, these things we trash. And they were like, oh, we'll help you out with that. It was one of those many hands make light work sort of situations where I felt like I blinked and suddenly the garage was completely empty. So we were just elated. It was amazing. Salem Lover, thank you so much for gifting a bunch of subs. If you were gifted a sub, be sure to say thank you to Salem Lover. It'll pop up in your chat, or it'll be up in your notifications in the top right. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, we cleared out the entire garage together. It was awesome. but there were a couple of things where I felt like I just couldn't deal with them. One of them was my collection of costuming books. So my costume history books, my like images from certain time periods books, like all of that stuff that I had that I like collected while I was in college, to help with like my costume and prop work. And I was like, I literally haven't looked at these in 15 years. Like, I haven't used them. Maybe longer, because I didn't use them that often in college either. It was just, they were just nice reference materials to have, you know. I was like, I think that there's somebody else out there who should have these, but it's really hard to like get rid of them. You know, there's another college student out there right now who is looking for cheap costuming books who would find these and be just delighted. And so Jeannie was like, hug them and let them go then. And I was like, I will. I literally had this huge stack of books and just hugged them and was like, thank you. And I felt like such a nerd, but I was like, you know what? It actually did make me feel better. Be like, thank you very much for being part of my life. Goodbye. And it actually helped me with a couple of other things. I was like, maybe it would make me feel better about a couple of other things. So one of the other ones that I've deliberated on forever is my comic books. My comic books, I've literally collected these since I was a kid. I got my Sonic comics, right? I've been collecting those since I was a little kid. But again, they've been in these milk crates for maybe 20 years. And I haven't done anything with them. I've never like tried to organize them. I've never done anything. And I was like, maybe I should just hug them and let them go. I'm still like not too sure about them. but they're sitting over there in the we're giving these to other people pile. So I'm like, can't you stock them at your parents' place? I feel a little shitty about that. There's already been one box of things that was like filled with my old yearbooks and my pictures and things like that I was going to just snail mail ship. And guess what? It was like $700 to ship it. So I called my mom and I was like, I'm really sorry. I didn't want to have to like ask you to hold on to anything for me. But I have this box and it's not stuff like, I just don't feel like I can leave it. It's memories, right? So can I send it to you? And my mom was like, of course. Of course you can. But I don't want that to be, their entire life has been like us leaving stuff behind. Every single time I go home, my mom's like, we found some more of your stuff. If you could go through it and decide if you want it or not. From like when I was a kid, right? Their house in Malala is just filled with my stuff. Not filled with it, but like they just keep finding things, which is not bad. It's not bad to have evidence that your kids were at home, right? But I don't want them to feel like they're my storehouse. So yeah, I'm trying to limit that as much as I can. I definitely don't want to make assumptions that it's okay for me to just be like, here, they can hold on to it. So yeah. It's never throw it away. I always find things a new loving home. My boots that I wore when I was like 7 or 8 years old that have huge holes in them, those were throwaway. Yeah. Stuff like that is throwaway. I'm also like, I really hate paper clutter. So a lot of the stuff that they find is like collections of my old drawings and stuff. So I would pick out stuff where I was like, I associate this with a memory versus these were doodles and they don't matter. You know, you don't have to keep literally everything that I ever drew. In 20 more years, those comics might seem like a vital connection to your childhood. I mean, I can always take out a couple. I don't need all of them though. somebody else could be reading them. My big thing to be able to get rid of stuff is to say, what was this intended to do? Was it intended to sit in a box and be a memory for me, or was it intended to be like a comic book, right? To be read by somebody and be enjoyed by somebody. They're not like fulfilling their purpose. You know? Oh, be careful in the UK. The flu is going around. I've been in bed sick since Monday. Oof. This is like a huge, like to move from here to another country. We have to really ask ourselves why we are keeping things, you know? It's just, it's a lot to bring stuff. So we're trying to be really smart about what we bring and what we don't bring. And so if I can say to myself, I love this thing, but I love it as a memory and I'll always have that memory. I don't need the thing, you know? Thanks for reminding me to get my flu jab. I had to get mine. Well, I didn't have to, but we went in when we took Clark in for her 18-month. They were like, all right, Clark needs a shot anyway, so we're also going to give her the flu shot. Do you want the flu shot? And I was like, yeah. Yes, please. And then I got sick anyway. I don't think that it was the flu, though, but... Hello.
Where's that cute little hat she is today?
Yeah. Enjoy. I love you. I got the flu for the first time last month and it sucked. The only time that I remember having like a serious knock me on my ass flu was right before I was supposed to finish, like right before finals in middle school. It was like my 8th grade year, which is in America, that's right before you go to like your upper classes. You're like high school, right? So my 8th grade year, when I was 13, it was right before we were supposed to do our finals, and I got really sick at school and I started vomiting, and they were like, take her home, right? So I went home and my whole family was like, well, maybe it'll be like a 1 or 2 day thing and you'll feel better. And I was literally laid up and sick for 3 weeks and had to come in and do all of my finals like in summer. It was crazy. So that's the worst I've ever been sick in my life. But you should change the Sam emote to just legs. Danny's working on winter emotes for us. Bless him. They're pretty funny. Hold on. So, as a recap, we're trying to aim for mostly just like winter themed stuff instead of specific holiday themed stuff, right? So that they have, number one, a bit more longevity throughout the winter. And also, because there are other holidays going on, not just Christmas. So, let me see. He's also redoing the raid emote because the raid emote is like a little difficult to tell what's going on in it. So this is like the rough sketch for the raid emote. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. So we have high and by, but in blue and white. We've got Duke FCK, but with like a weird little beanie on. Duke coffee is going to be hot chocolate. The yum emote is going to be cookies and milk. Duke trash is going to be like a really shittily wrapped present. This was Danny's idea. It's so good. And then Danny's other idea was to turn Grip into a snowman. So those are the ones that we're doing so far for winter. If you guys have other ideas, let us know. I've never understood the trash one. Duke Trash started off as a diva emote. So when Dorito Diva was a big meme, we made Duke Trash. But the face is just so funny. People were like livid at the idea of us getting rid of it, because I was like, well, I don't want to have a bunch of emotes that are like copyright material. I'd rather that they were like our stuff. So it's just a consistent holiday emote now. She's currently a witch. Yeah. Yeah, so use the Halloween ones, use the spooky ones until then. Can we give Swaddaloon a little Santa hat? Oh my god. And then we've got this man. Yeah, Duke Trash and Duke Junk. I do love them. But they are Overwatch goofs. When are they changing? Well, we don't have them yet. They're not done yet. So when they're done, we can swap them over. So at the very least, by the time we're able to stream in England, only 2 streams left ever? No. Before we move. Before we leave. No, Danny does not have to pull an all-nighter. He does not. He's got a little time. How is baby? She's great. She's great. She's awesome. She's hanging out with Nanny and Granddad, having a great time. I'll subscribe again once those are live. Thank you. Bless you. Will you and Danny do holiday merch again sometime in the future? I think we'd like to. We talk about, sometimes we lose track of time. We talk about like stuff we would love to do, and it doesn't wind up happening. So yeah, I would love to. I know that a lot of very successful businessy people at the beginning of the year, they say like, okay, these are the times that we want to do like cool shit. What are our ideas for the cool shit? And at what time should we start putting that into practice, right? Like if we want to do, a Pride Month cat gang, like rainbow cat gang shirt, when do we need to start developing that to make sure that it's ready to go? Right? Like that kind of a thing. We need to do that, I think. Because Danny and I we both have a bunch of other stuff going on. We just lose track of time. And then we're like, oh, shit. Tavia Williams, thank you so much for continuing your gifted sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. I would love it if you did Pride shirts. We've talked about it for 2 years now. And I'm just like, we should just, fuck it. It doesn't have to be during Pride Month. We should just make one. So yeah. Really cool haircut. Thank you. I did not style it today. I just washed it. So I appreciate that. Brosif Brostar, thank you so much for gifting subs. Thank you. Cats do things whenever they want. That's true. All months are Pride months when you're in the cat gang. Are you coloring your hair again soon? Probably not. I like it how it is right now, and I'm enjoying the haircut. The haircut is like the new fresh thing for me, so. Arnar, thank you for gifting subs as well. Thank you. Do you still do anime news? I haven't done news things. I haven't done YouTube things in like 2 years. No. Oh my god, that like on fire snowman is horrifying. Every time somebody gifts subs, my stream lags. Really? Have you made your mug selection? Yeah, they're gone. They're already gone. So any of the mugs that you've seen me using in the last like 2 weeks are mugs that I'm leaving behind, which is very sad. What is the only 2 streams left? 2 streams before we leave for England. And then internet is still getting set up, so it might be a little bit of time. PCN, thank you so much for gifting subs. Yeah, so our internet has been delayed a little bit. So we won't have it right when we get there like we were hoping. We were trying to be really on top of it so that the second we got there, we would have internet. But on the plus side, also, there's a UK company out there. I don't remember the name of it, or I would totally name drop them because they've been lovely. There's a UK like custom PC company out there that has been talking with Sam and has agreed to like provide us with computers. Which is amazing. So, yeah, but we're also going to be waiting on that. So hopefully getting the PCs and the internet will like, align. Huh?
Can you mute for a sec?
Yeah, absolutely. Just a second, guys. He was asking me about a place that we normally get breakfast at, but I was very confused. We normally go there on the weekends, so it's really bizarre. They're like closed until noon on weekdays. So Sam was like, "Oh, they're closed," and I was like, "They can't be closed. They're closed." Yeah, he was correct. You're not taking the Fox male chicken mug. So that one was hidden when I was like getting all of the mugs together. It was in a completely different area of the house, which is why I haven't used it in the last like year, because it was somewhere else for whatever reason. So I'm thinking about putting that one in my suitcase because I love that one. Jeannie, I was just saying how lovely you and Isaac were helping us out. Jeannie online in chat right now is one of my best friends in the whole wide world, and she and her husband came over and helped us do the garage and helped with everything yesterday. So they're amazing. Big love. You shocked me with the short hair. I thought it was a rerun of an older VOD. I haven't had short hair in like 5 years, something like that is when I started growing it, I think. Just nuts. Kyle is famous dev here, a little late. Wanted to say congrats on getting all the endings. Thank you. That game was very fun. So thank you for making a lovely, silly game. Everybody say hi to Ducky Dev. They made Kyle is famous. The mom haircut. It is. It is. I can't even be mad about that. It's 100% a mom haircut. Thank you, Mordock. Thank you. Aw, thank you guys. Yeah, I was saying that. Hi, Sherlock. Ow, buddy. What the hell? I was saying that the hairdresser the salon lady, when she was done cutting my hair, she was like, no offense, but this is so much more flattering on you. Like, thank you. Hi. Mwah. Mwah. Do the cats like all of the room for activities? They don't really take advantage of it, but Lord knows Clark does. Clark's really in a zone where she wants to pet the cats all the time, which is not anything new, but she's very mobile now. You know, she runs. So there are a lot of days that are her just kind of rapidly jogging after the cats and the cats being like, don't. She's always very good about being gentle with them. Like, if she were to catch up to them, she would be really gentle about, like, petting them. But she just doesn't understand that jogging after the cats makes them go, no, thank you. And just run away. Hey, buddy. Watson's a little stressed out. She's got that donut around her neck to keep her from licking everything, but she's still trying to. So I'm trying to snuggle her a lot to be like, you're okay, you don't gotta lick everything. You're all right. Sherlock's such a cuddle bug. He's cute, huh? We're using an animal transporting service, which is expensive, but I would rather pay. I'm in a position where I'm able to pay extra money to make sure that they don't get stuck in quarantine for months, which is my nightmare. So they will be showing up a day after us, and there's a company that is basically making sure that it all goes smoothly because they know what they're doing. So those exist? They do, because there are people all over the place that are like, my baby is going to be in cargo on a plane and I don't know what to do. And like me, it was causing me a lot of anxiety. Like, what if I do something wrong? What if the cats get stuck? What if? And so, yeah, we found a service that does it for you. It's just great. We just have to go and pick them up from the airport. So we take them to the transporters. They pop the cats on the plane when it's time, because the cats can't be on our flight, we found out, which is why I started freaking out in the first place. They can't be on our flight anymore. So yeah. So these people like found a flight with an airline that they trust, that they know takes good care of animals, and we'll put them on the plane for us in one of their crates that's all like set up for cats. And then we pick them up from Heathrow. And then they should not, assuming that we've done everything right, they will not have to be quarantined. They literally show up and we pick them up and we take them home. So, and then you can proceed being like, I hate this for who knows how long. But the place where I'm going to be having my office, I believe is like right across from another room. And we want to do what we did with this house, which is like give them a room that's like, this is your space. Here's a cat tree. Here's litter boxes. Here's everything that you need. Get comfortable here. Get used to the smells. And if you feel like exploring a little bit after like a day or so, you can feel free. But if you want to stay here, this is your safe space, right? So we can make that the room that's right across from where my office is going to be. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Thank you, guys. I'm sure it'll all go great. Everybody in the family is putting good vibes out there. I really want to adopt a cat. There are lots of cats that need homes, but I know that there are lots of reasons not to. Aw, buddy. Oh, toothless. AKA I'm super allergic to cats, or my place doesn't allow cats, or blah, 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 blah. I can't wait for the streams in the new home. I'm excited. I was saying that it'll be a little sad because Sam decided that he's going to be streaming from a totally like different area of the house so that we won't bleed into each other's streams. And also because if he's streaming at night, he probably won't wake the rest of the house up from a different area. If he's streaming from a different area of the house, basically. But I was like, I like hearing him. But I like to hear him yell in the background. But it's okay. No, we cannot buy a house. We have no like established rent in England. We have no, paid taxes in England in the last 3 years. Like we have nothing that we can use to try and get a mortgage of any kind or anything like that. So, yeah, we're renting a place, but the place that we're renting, the guy really wants to sell it. The rent is like much more than we wanted to be paying. But that's kind of, unfortunately, like we're in a position where we're going, okay, well, we need 2 offices, a bedroom for us, a bedroom for Clark, a guest room, right? Like, so, we wound up going with a house that like is more rent than we wanted to pay, but we don't have to stay there. But we're also kind of like, well, if we really love it, the owner really wants to get rid of it, like maybe we'll be in a good position to try and aim for that. But if it's like not working with our budget at all, it's fine. We'll just find a new place. As of now, it's just nice to know that we'll go there and we have a place to go, So. Two streams left till what? Till we're on a plane and we go to England. Yeah, it's not 2 more streams forever. It's 2 streams until we go. And then we'll have a little time because we have to get there, get settled, have our PCs show up, get internet set up, all of that. The internet is like literally in the process of getting set up today. So hopefully it'll all get done. If it doesn't, that's okay. We can take a few days and just like get comfy in our new place, so. Maybe specify that in the title. Okay. I'll change it so that it doesn't look as dire. 2 streams left until we leave. I can't wait for all the stories. Guys, I totally forgot to tell you. Yesterday when we were cleaning out the garage, guess what I found? Guess what I found? Leave also sounds dire? Why? Jesus Christ. How about this? There. We found the charging cable for the vlog camera. Ugh. I know. I'm very excited. Found or bought. No, found it. We found it in the garage. So excited. I was like, oh my God, I've been looking for this. So now another one will show up, but it's okay. Yeah, I already ordered a new cable, but it hasn't shown up yet, and we found the first cable, so the camera's charging right now. So excited. More makeup on Vlogmas. Oh my gosh, I should. I should just be doing. I should just start a makeup channel. Hello, I don't know shit about makeup. Welcome to my makeup channel. We knew that would happen. You literally called it as you bought it. That's true. I did. I don't know, guys. The beauty community is terrifying. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't actually be a beauty guru. I would be a beauty student, for better or for worse. There's no direction but up. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Sherlock, you're so snuggly right now. I love this. No one can see you, but I feel your sweet, warm purrs. It's great. A beauty catastrophe? Oh my God. I know. I love it. He's just loafing on me. What a sweetheart. No, I'm getting licked. Ugh. So I finally, so we, if you have Verizon, the phone company here, you get a free year of Disney Plus for anybody who didn't know that. So we activated that finally, and we watched all of The Mandalorian, which is great. I was saying to chat the other day, it feels kind of like you're watching like Xena or Hercules, like one of those old early 90s kind of like adventure procedurals. It has that feel while still feeling really modern. It's nice. It's a good vibe in that show. But last night I was like, you know what? I really just want to watch some old shit. So I turned on Aristocats and I watched Bedknobs and Broomsticks, and Sam's parents showed up while I was watching Aristocats. And his dad was like, I remember watching this when I was young. Like, how old is this movie? And we went to look it up, and I did not realize how old a lot of Disney movies are. Like, it was way older than I thought. What? Those shows suck? Unreal. Oh no, you're gonna get bad Netflix soon, not good Netflix. That's okay. Yeah, Disney Plus isn't in England yet either, right? Yeah, don't spoil stuff about Mandalorian, please. Yeah. The animation style is so deeply nostalgic feeling though, because I used to love. I rewatched 101 Dalmatians all the time. I loved Aristocats, like all of the movies with that really like flowy, super expressive kind of art style. Oh my God, I love it. Like watching Aristocats, the way that, because most of the humans in Aristocats are like old, right? The way that their actions are animated is so good. It's so good. They have so much expression, like the little old man that like can't even stand up very well but wants to dance all the time. Like he's just his like the art is like constantly shaking just a little bit. It's so cool. It ages so well. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I love that we left and you put Aristocats on. I did, yeah. And Bedknobs and Broomsticks, I remembered all of the music from Bedknobs and Broomsticks, but I didn't remember what the plot was. Also, oh my God, here's the other thing, is if you watched a lot of like old Disney musical stuff when you were younger, I bet you that when you watch them again, the songs that you remember, you'll remember that some of the words and some of the phrases, you just kind of mimicked what it sounded like, but you didn't actually know what the word was. That's happening to me a lot, watching like older stuff. When they sing the song, I'm like, oh, I remember as a kid not knowing what they were saying there. And now I know because I'm an adult. Like, I get it now. It's so funny. Mary Poppins next. I actually watched Mary Poppins not that long ago. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Mel was like, you gotta watch Black Cauldron. I haven't watched Black Cauldron in forever. There are a lot of movies that I didn't realize were Disney movies, which is weird. This 100 times when you're not native in English. Oh man, does it make you feel better knowing that even kids who do know English don't have no idea? Like, I'm a 30 something, right? And I'm watching these movies and going, oh, that's what that song's about. Disney bought Fox and everything. Right, yeah. So Disney Plus is like all the Pixar stuff, all of the Disney stuff, but also like you can watch all of the Simpsons on there, like weird stuff like that. They have every Marvel thing ever. Sword in the Stone, I used to love that movie. Portobello Road, Portobello Road. I think they were smart to say, look, we're coming into a market that's already really thick with stuff, right? There's so many services that offer lots of things to watch. What can we bring to the table? Well, we can slowly start phasing all of our stuff out from those and then announce you can watch any Disney thing that's ever been made on our service, right? It's incredible. So they've got like original stuff. I've only watched Mandalorian, but they've got other original things that they've made specifically for the launch. And then, yeah, anything else made by their properties you can watch on there. Which is why when somebody said that they were watching Bedknobs and Broomsticks, I was like, oh my God, Disney Plus has Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Of course they do. That's amazing. Yeah, I think they were really smart because they know that the what they have to offer is enticing, you know, for people that love Disney or love all of the Marvel stuff or both, like our house. Yeah, and it's a reasonable price point. Hi, Moeka. I appreciate. Oh yeah, they have National Geographic on there too. I forgot about that. What if they start putting up VODs of old Maker streams? They won't. I think they're embarrassed by that stuff. Is this sponsored? Sponsored by who? Disney? I spent many years sponsored by Disney, low-key, so no. Not sponsored by. Owned by? Worship the mouse. Disney Auto Chess. I'd play that. Is the only new thing The Mandalorian. No, they've got like, there's a show called Noel. They've got The World According to Jeff Goldblum or something. And then they've got a documentary about like the Imagineering side of Disney. They've got a few things. Yeah, a few things that were launched with it. Encore. That's the name of it. I was like, there's a Kristen Bell thing, but I don't remember what it's called. So yeah, they've got a few things. Yeah, it's when you subscribe to literally everything that you look at the prices all together and you realize I should just get cable. That's why if we're watching something like HBO, right? We were 100% one of those families that had our things we were watching on HBO, and when it was done, we got rid of it. And I know that now Watchmen is on there, but we haven't been watching it. We've been watching other stuff. So one day we'll be like, man, really want to watch Watchmen, and we'll subscribe to HBO for a month and slam it and then probably cancel it again, right? Because like having all of the subscriptions going at the same time, it just adds up. It really does add up. So we canceled Hulu for a while. We got Hulu back because we were watching a couple of things on there. We just finished What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show. Sam loved it. I was so happy because I watched the first episode with Jeannie, and I was like, this is pretty funny. I feel like Sam would probably love it. So I'm going to wait until a time when Sam's like, what should we watch? And then suggest this and see if he likes it. And he adored it. He wants to watch the movie now. But now that we're done watching that, I'm like, there's really no use for Hulu. I can get rid of Hulu. So yeah. Yeah, Stu. That's what we've been trying to do. So the ones like Netflix that we use all the time, we just keep it going. But and obviously Disney Plus is free for us for this year. But yeah. I try to consistently look at what all of my subscriptions are and be like, I should get rid of that. I'm not using that. I haven't used that in however long. We should just get rid of it. What did Sam end up loving? There's a movie called What We Do in the Shadows, and it's a mockumentary about vampires, like vampire roommates, with Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi and all them, and it's super funny. They made a show, Jermaine and Taika, they like produced a TV show of it. That is very much the same feel, but is totally different vampire roommates. And it's really funny. Yeah, it's on Hulu here. I don't know how to watch it on other stuff, but doesn't Disney Plus include Hulu? I don't think so. There are some, like in the same way that Verizon gives you a year of free Disney Plus, there are some like phone services or things that I think give you a discount or some free Hulu, but I'm not sure which. It does? You can bundle Hulu on it. The bundle does. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's different. There's a package that's Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. Gotcha. That'll be useless to us in England because you can't use Hulu in England. You also can't use Disney Plus in England, but I guess that's what VPNs are for, question mark? For some reason, they won't let you add Disney to an existing Hulu account. But if you have a Disney account, you can add Hulu. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. Lots of streaming services are able to track VPNs now. I assume so because people have been using VPNs to get around that stuff forever. I've used VPNs to get around it for Crunchyroll because my priorities are in line. So I'm sure that they were like, we need to figure out how to stop this. Yeah. So maybe actually going to England would be really good for our like subscription FOMO, right? Because we'll be like, well, can't have this here anyway. So yeah, I'm assuming that they're slowly rolling Disney Plus out to the rest of the world because it doesn't make sense for them to just be like, these are the places that have it, the end. You know. Ever been to Barcelona? I have been to Barcelona. I have been there. Was looking for suggestions. I mean, we backpacked there. So we were like super shoestring. We just hung out by the beach the whole time. Um, and like stayed with a friend and went to the grocery store and cooked our own food and everything. So we didn't like, I can't suggest cool stuff to do on my end. I'm sure there are people in chat who either live there or have been there more and will have better recommendations than I would. The first Attack on Titan season still isn't available on Australian Crunchyroll, but the rest is. What? That's so weird. That's so weird. Yeah, short answer about why we're moving is that Sam has been in America for many years now, and he's very very close with his family. He's been very homesick. When we got married, I told him that when he wanted to go home, all he had to do was tell me, and we would go. So since we've had Clark and all of his siblings are kind of moving back to the same area and they're all having kids now and stuff, uh, he's said that he would like to be back there with his parents and with his siblings and for Clark to know her cousins and all of that. So I said okay. So I am in the process of getting a visa. So I am not a resident there yet, but I have been approved to be there. Obviously, like legally, I can be there for like 3 to 6 months, 3 months, and then I would have to go and say like, "Hey, I need more time." But yeah, I like the paperwork is in and everything, saying like I am in the process of getting a visa, but we would like to be in the UK while the process is happening, and our application was really strong. So we have lawyers and everything, and they were like, "You're probably fine." So. Probably, but I mean the process to apply is actually like pretty fast. So yeah. Did I miss a TY? No. We have some boxes in the back to open up tomorrow for our last SMD. Clark does have dual citizenship. Yes, she was born with a American citizen as a mother and a English citizen as a father. So, yeah, she's both, which is great. That's awesome for her. It gives her lots of options. Are you not going to start getting homesick? I already am, and I haven't even left. But that's okay. That's okay. Sam has spent so long being homesick and wanting to be near his family. I can deal with it. I'm going there in a much better position than he did. Like, he came here to work and everything and basically only knew me, you know. I'm going there and I have a family. I have brothers and sisters and a mom and a dad. I have friends like Joe and Benji and Shannon and Chris, and you know, I'm in a good position to go there. My mom is so cute. My parents have already bought tickets to like come and see us in May. So I'm going to see my parents. My brother is going to be playing in the spring, I think, in England. So I'll get to see my brother. So, yeah. All of that helps. Knowing when I'll see people again helps. It's easier than ever to keep in touch with people. I know that I can call my sister whenever and we'll be able to talk and stuff. So, yeah. I'm really excited at the prospect of you guys getting to hang out with Benji more. Us too. Benji is my wilderness bud. So I'm so excited. He and I literally so often, if I'm watching like bushcrafting stuff or foraging stuff, I know that I can send it to him. And foraging, like, for whatever reason, people in England like are super into foraging, like obviously like specific types of people, but I'm like, Benji, I get to go on foraging explorations now in England and learn about mushrooms. He's like, I know. The thing that the UK is really not okay with is cutting down trees. So a lot of the like, I'm going to build my own shelter and cut down whatever trees I want. You can't do that in England, which really bums Benji out. Benji's smart as hell. He is extremely intelligent boy, Benjo. And he's a big old weirdo and I love him. We have no plans to have more kids. No. We are like all of the siblings, all of Sam's siblings that all have kids are all going to be living really close to each other. And we're all going to be like having our own little creches in our house, like tons of kids over all the time. So we're kind of like, Clark's amazing. We love her. Obviously. But like we're able to really focus on her and spend a lot of time with her. But she's also going to be around a lot of other little kids. So it's not like she's going to have, it's not like she's going to feel like an only child, really. So yeah, we don't have plans to have another kid. But I mean, that could always change. Could always we've talked about adoption a ton. We could always try to adopt a kid later. I could be that super old lady that's like, you know what? I want 10 little adopted kids. Bring them all in. Who knows? But as of right now, it's really nice having just Clark and being able to like pay Clark a lot of attention and know that she'll have lots of little cousins to play with and stuff. So was your pregnancy enjoyable? I'm deathly afraid of it. I was really, really lucky in that I did not get morning sickness. I did get weird things like all of the food that I loved originally tasted like garbage. Which is great. So we spent a decent amount of time there where Sam was just like getting me random shit because we didn't know what I liked anymore. Octo, no! You gotta get out of here, bud. Octo! No, I'm sad! Octo, no! If they're snuggling cousins, maybe less snuggles for you. I don't get snuggles that often anyway, so it's fine. Look, studies show hugs from mom and dad very beneficial for little kids. They will seek out hugs from us if we want to give them hugs. No, I cried on stream the other day talking about how much I value our friendship. Octo, don't say that, because then I'll cry on stream. It's going to be really sad. I'm so glad I'm going to see you tomorrow, too. Like, not just today, but I'll also see you tomorrow, so. Let's all cry. No, I don't want to cry. I cry enough off stream about it. Oh, my friends. That's what honestly, that's what I'm sad about is leaving my buds. And Octo and Jesse and Jeannie and everybody, all my besties. Los Angeles, I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit about LA. Honestly, the reason that I stayed here as long as I did is because, like, I've made such good friendships here, you know? I know, right? The internet is amazing. I can call people whenever I want. We can play games whenever we want. It'll be great. LA sucks ass. LA's very good for voice acting children, though. And you are a voice acting child, Octo. How's your British accent going? I've decided to lean really hard into my American accent. So we'll see how that goes. I'll be the American Thorn. It's up to me to just be the loud American in the family. They're all extremely loud, but they're, you know, like loud Cockney-ish people. So I have to just like really lean into how American I am. The American Thorn is an Amazon Prime series waiting to happen. I was joking about making a new YouTube show called A Yank in England. That would just be me, like, just learning to live in England. Every rose has its thorn. Oh, goodness. Wait, isn't it moving? Isn't it exclamation point moving? Yeah, it is. Okay. How are your roast dinner cooking skills? Not good. Not great. I can make a mean stew, though. I can make a mean beef stew. But any sort of a situation where I need to throw, like, meat and then a bunch of vegetables into a pan and then throw it in the oven, it never works out very well for me. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so bad at this really basic way of creating a meal. I've been watching Dodger since Jesse was playing Left 4 Dead, so 10 years ago maybe. So much has happened. Now you and Sam will get out of the U.S. I feel old. I feel old too, if that helps. I watch Sorted Food all the time. Sorted and Bon Appetit are my favorite food channels, I think. I love them. Yeah, a bunch of the Yank in England episodes would just be me being like, all right, I'm going to try to make this thing. But as for any of you who have ever watched my cooking streams, no, it would be me being like, it says to do this, so I'm just going to do this. And we'll see how it goes. BA and Sorted are great. To kick up your cooking skills, Serious Eats is an amazing site. Serious Eats. That sounds really familiar. Have I been there before? Oh, I've also started watching Binging with Babish, but I don't really watch Binging with Babish to like find out how to make food. Does that make sense? I watch it because it's entertaining, but it's not. I don't feel like it's as informative. It's more entertainment value for me. Serious Eats. The destination for delicious. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I've never been here. Never mind.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking
Basic knife
baby.
skills. I really need that. Anytime I see something that's like, here's how to use a knife properly, I'm like, I should probably watch that. Yeah. Brad and Claire are the best. They're the best. There's ways, this is going to sound weird. I know a girl who, the way that she moves her face is really similar to how Claire moves her face. So sometimes when I'm watching Claire, I think of Maggie. And sometimes when I'm talking to Maggie, I think of Claire. And it's not because they look alike. It's because the way they move their faces is the same. No love for Molly. Molly's very serious. Claire is very serious too, but like, I don't know. I don't vibe with Molly as well. I think Carla's like your drunk aunt. I love her. But Brad has like this chaotic puppy vibe that I really get down with. Yeah, Claire is kind of like, I don't know, your nervous older sister who's good at everything, but she's nervous about it anyway. I also love Andy. I love Andy with Brad though. Like specifically if it's an Andy and Brad video, I will watch the shit out of that maybe twice because it's like a fucking bickering married couple the entire video and it's so funny. So yeah, it's great. Bon Appetit is a great food channel if any of you have watched. Bon Appetit is a magazine. I don't know if it's outside of the US, but Bon Appetit is our #1 food magazine. So it's literally the people that are on the Bon Appetit YouTube channel are like the senior editors of and recipe creators for the magazine. And they're all just so weird. Like they all have like something about them where you're like, you are such a specific person, you know? It's great. Last time I was here, your hair wasn't short. I love it. Thank you. I just did it. I just did it on Monday. No. Yes? No. 2 Mondays ago. 2 Mondays ago? Because I did it right before Thanksgiving. 2 Mondays ago. Jesus Christ. Have you seen Jin's Kitchen? I have. I used to watch the Jin and Rachel channel a lot. And I didn't realize for a very long time that Jun had his own like cooking channel. I don't understand how his cats just sit there the whole time and are so well behaved. But I did see, I think it was a video or it was a tweet one time where they were like, not all of our cats are this well behaved. Only the well behaved ones get to hang out while Jun makes food. He's put a lot of effort into training them, man. They're so cute. They're such cute cats. All of this food talk is making me hungry. I know, the entire I was like, I'm going to stream. If you guys want to have some family time, take Clark, go get pancakes or whatever, feel free. So I'm really hoping they bring me food back because I'm hungry. They say that typically it takes between 1 and 2 years for a person to settle in a new place. That if you're really set on like making a place work for you, but you still feel out of sorts, to try to stay there for 2 years. And then after the 2 years, typically people will find their stride and feel right there. So I'm expecting that I will have some rough times, like emotionally, for the first year at least. But I've known many people who have made huge moves like this and struggled and then loved it, have made it past their whatever their threshold was and loved it. And I've also known people who have made a big move like that, stayed for a couple of years and been like, this is just not for me. But again, I'm going into a situation where I know a lot of people. I've been there a lot. And it's family, right? So. Hi, Pluto. There is a hump. I think I'd have had less of a hump moving to an English-speaking nation. For sure. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that the difference between moving somewhere where everyone speaks English and moving somewhere where it's a totally different language, that's got to be a whole different variable that throws a gear into everything, right? At least I've still got Octo. Octo was just here saying that he was crying on stream talking about us moving. It made me feel like I was going to start crying. I sucked it back up into my eyeball. I got rid of it. I'll cry about it later. But Dodger, they drive on the other side of the road. That is true. They drive on the side of the road that most of the world does not. So I think I'm a little justified in saying they drive on the wrong side of the road. The UK is a shit show right now. I don't know if you've looked at stuff about America, but everybody's always like, why would you want to come here when there's so much going on? And I'm like, do you look at our news? Do not discuss politics in chat. Do not discuss politics in chat. But also, like, it was hard to get over, are you okay, instead of how are you? It took me a really long time to want to figure out why everybody asked if I was okay. And I was like, oh, it's the equivalent of saying, how are you? And not expecting an answer. In America, if you ask somebody if they're okay, just so everybody knows, if you say, are you okay, to somebody in America, there is a expectation or an understanding that the person asking is concerned. Like, to say, how are you, is more of just like a general part of the greeting. The other person doesn't need to actually launch into how they are, right? It's like, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Right? If you say to somebody, are you okay? The person who's being asked feels like there is cause for concern. Right? Like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? Right? Is probably how I would respond to that in a normal situation. If somebody said, are you okay? Go, yeah, I'm okay. Why? What about me is making you concerned? What about me is making you think that maybe I'm not okay? Right? So it took a while for me to realize it's not that everybody in England thought that I looked depressed. It was that that's just part of the greeting. Yeah, I think the mod sword is brighter too. But it might just be because we're looking at it a lot. Thank you, Okalas. The icons are different. Okay. Confirmed. High visibility mods. They want to make sure everybody knows there are mods in chat. Be prepared for cold winter and bad weather. That's what I grew up in. I'm mentally prepared for it, but I have been here for like 9+ years. So I'm very used to just every day being kind of like, all right. Like literally Los Angeles, it's rarely super hot. It's rarely cold. It's just all right. It's temperate is what we would call it. It's temperate pretty much all the time. So I'm going to need to get reused to it raining all the time, which I love rain. Rain actually like is a very optimistic thing for like when it's raining outside, I'm in a better mood typically. So I'm excited to be somewhere where it's raining all the time, but I will also need to get back into the groove of I need to take a jacket everywhere I go and etc. Rain is nature's ASMR. I like that. It's true. I like rain except when I'm at the bus stop and the bus is late. Yeah. Oh my God. Wait a minute. So Nanny and Granddad brought with them one of those like full body jackets for Clark because they were like, it's going to be bitter cold when we get there. So we brought this with us in case like we need something that's full. But let me show you this thing. It is so cute. Look at this outfit. Look at this. It is so cute. It's got little foxes all over it. A big old hood. Oh my God. It's basically a puffy coat, but for your whole body. It's so cute. They got her big yellow wellies. And she's got this. She's got a little orange hat. Adorable. And then my mom got her 2 raincoats. She has one raincoat that has cats all over it, and she has one raincoat that has like planets and astronauts and things on it. It's so cute. So cute. Do they come in adult sizes? Right? I want one of these. You and Sips have roughly the same amount of viewers currently. Twitch keeps swapping your order around on the left side of my screen. I'm trying to think of something aggressive we could do to him, but like that's still in line with our wholesome vibe, right? It's fine. We're not streaming as long as we normally would, because there's still a bunch of stuff that we need to do today. So does she fit in the mittens and moccasins I sent last year? So the mittens now fit. She has outgrown the moccasins. So they have been gifted to another baby, Arnar. But she did love them. Sips is great. You are great. You should collaborate. I like that. I would like to collaborate with my internet dad. I don't remember why I started calling him dad, but I've just done it forever now. They are being used. They're being used by a little Oregon baby. The whole internet calls him dad. I guess that's true, isn't it? Everybody calls him dad now. He and Hat Films sometimes also interact on their streams. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Man, Hat Films guys, I haven't talked to them in forever either. It's because Sips has big dad energy. Does he? I guess he must, because we all call him dad, so he must, even if it's subconscious. I hope Jesse comes to visit you in the UK. He will. Everybody will come visit us, even if we have to force them. Octo will be like, I can't afford it. And we'll be like, Here's a ticket, you asshole. Come visit us. Yeah, bitch. I just want to see everybody. I'm going to miss everybody, so. Octo's buying too many waifu pillows. Aren't we all? I took all of the stuffing out of the foxtail. I cut the foxtail off and took all of the stuffing out of it. So we just need to empty the head and then see if it fits in a suitcase. So that's exciting. 3 holes in your shirt? There's more. There's more holes. There's holes everywhere. Coffee is cold. There are lots of people. What's happening here? Nothing. We're just chitty-chatting, that's all. Nothing exciting. All shirts have at least 4 holes, or you can't put them on. That's how I feel. My pants have holes. My shirts have holes. Something that helped me with the hump was making the stuff that you miss from home in your new place. Aw, my fiance made me homemade Taco Bell from recipes she found on the internet. You tear up a bit, but it's nice knowing you can have stuff from your old home in your new home. Pumpkin spice was harder, but we pulled that off too. I still play online games with stateside friends on the regular. Yeah, I tried to do some of that stuff for Sam. I would like try to make curries, and I would try to do a roast, and like when he came back the second time, I had put up like family photos, like his family, all over the place, just to try to do little things, you know, to help. So yeah, I figure for us, like we have Clark, right? So we want to make sure that there are pictures everywhere, because then Clark can look at them and we can tell her like who everybody is. Obviously we'll still have video calls all the time and stuff, but I think it would be good to just have lots of pictures of people around for her, and also for us, like emotionally for us, but for her in terms of like recognition, it would be good. Does anything get weird or change with Dodger Coffee Co. with you living in England? Curious how that's going to work. No, our umbrella company is based in Nebraska and our fulfillment is based in Florida. So nothing will change unless we like want it to change or are in a position to change it. Part of me forgot that you guys were in a long distance relationship. Yeah, we were long distance for, well, it was off and on, right? So we started to like talk more for like a 6-month period over, we had like Skype dates all the time. And then he came out to visit a couple of times, and then he got a work visa and he was here for like a year and a half, and then he went back and he was back for a while. So it was off and on, yeah. What did you guys do to change your supply chain and reduce the shipping costs? We were just we found another like shipping option. It was just a different shipping company that gave us another option for how to ship stuff. It's just difficult because it's a food product, so it has like kind of a time window in which all shipping companies want to like pick it up and get it to its destination in a window, you know. So yeah, we haven't changed our supply. We haven't changed how we make anything, like none of that. Yeah. I literally just got here after watching your I Have a Boyfriend vlog again. It had me crying again. So much has happened since then. Yeah, isn't that nuts? Yeah. It all worked out. It all worked out. Counting my blessings. Yeah, I also cried in the video. That is true. Life comes at you fast, etc. Are you used to the metric system? Not at all. I'm not at all. I will have to learn it. Yeah. That vlog always pops up. Really? Does YouTube just constantly be like, do you want to watch this? Have you thought about adding espresso to the coffee store? I would like to have some kind of an espresso option. I know some people will just get our beans and then grind them super fine to use as espresso. But it's not like an espresso roast, right? It can be used. It's just not designed to be espresso. Hi, Brett. God, that feels like forever ago. I know. So many of my buds in here. As someone that sees the analytics, yes. Interesting. How weird. Brett was telling me that out of all of the VODs, the ones that do the best, like the stream VODs, the ones that do the best are the cooking ones. So I get it. I get how it is, guys. I'm starting a beauty guru channel and I'm starting a cooking channel. Cooking is hot. Everybody wants those really like slapdick cooking videos. I got you. I'll do it. That's fine. People love food. They do. Apparently they also like watching somebody make food with kind of a recipe. Being like, well, it said this. Oops, I read that wrong. After that video, I didn't know who you were talking about. I Googled Sam, and there was a GIF with him shirtless dancing. Yeah, that was also the very first thing that my mom ever saw of him. So you're in good company. What's slapdick? The idea of something being I don't know why I say slapdick or where I got it from. But the idea of something being slapdick is like you're not doing it properly at all. Like you're ignoring the proper way to do things. I think that a lot of my cooking streams are pretty slapdick. It's like slapdash but lewd. I've never heard the term slapdash, but enough of you are saying it that must be the normal way to say it. I'm stealing it. Go for it. Yeah, I don't know where I got it from, so shout out to that person. The correct phrase is slapdash. Not in this house. Not in this house. Slapdick. The visual of it though is not great. Pods of War. Hello. How are you? It's like when people say double fisting instead of dual wielding. It's a lot like that. Yeah, I think that's a really good comparison. Slapstick is a kind of humor, yes. And apparently slapdash is when you don't do things properly. So slapdick is like not doing things properly, but in a funny way. Maybe. Yeah, I also, whenever I'm playing D&D, if I'm dual wielding stuff, I always wind up saying, yeah, I'm gonna double fist knives. Like I always do that. Not because I think it's funny. It's just the first term that comes to my mind is like, yeah, I'd like to double fist swords. It's not how you're supposed to say that. Also, shout out to everybody who is not a native English speaker that is just like in hell currently. Bye, pseudo art. Have a good day at class. I think slapdick is probably someone got it wrong one time and it stuck. I guess so. I can't change it now. I've used it for years. Clark's going to have a rich vocabulary. She is, yeah. Idioms are the hardest. Idioms are like, I think I know what an idiom is, but I don't want to say it. A group of words established by usage. Raining cats and dogs, right. Or see the light. Yeah. Okay, I was right. It's like a turn of phrase. It's like a phrase where the native speakers know what it means, but as a non-native speaker, it doesn't make any sense. Hold your horses. Yeah, that's a good one. Accents don't develop until they're 5. I mean, Clark definitely sounds American as a baby. Like when she says things now, it sounds American. In the same way that like when we would visit England and I would be around my little nephews, even like Tommy, when he was around Clark's size, he sounded like a British baby. He sounded like an English baby for some reason. But yeah, if you mean that like it won't solidify until they're 5, that would make sense to me. Do you know it's raining cats and dogs? Yeah, absolutely. I do occasional translating. Idioms are the worst stuff to translate, I bet. I've heard that watching Peppa Pig gives kids a British accent. I think it's specific words. There are specific words in Peppa Pig that they say a lot that we don't say as often here that kids will pronounce in the Peppa Pig way, right? Jessup! Hey, buddy! I'm excited to see y'all tonight. It's going to be fun. We're bringing all of our alcohol. Also, Jesse, if you're still here, I'm bringing all of my mugs, and I figure people can just have their drinks in Dodger mugs, and if they want to bring them home, they can. That's the plan. I know that I've made that decision without you, but I'm bringing all my mugs, yeah. And people can just take them if they want. Did you rent a truck? It's just 2 boxes. It's these 2 boxes. They're full of mugs. But when we took them all out, we were like, there are so many. Two boxes of mugs. Yeah. It's like 40 or 50 of them. That means that, you know, inevitably when one person is like, I don't remember which mug is mine, they can just grab another one and it's fine. And that's what's like. Yeah, I took 12 mugs with me and the rest need new homes. So if there are some that nobody wants, we'll donate them. And then the rest can go to people. And it'll be fine. At our going away, everybody's using weird Dodger mugs. It'll be fun. Jesse's gonna inherit a ton of mugs that people don't take home. No, we'll take them. We'll take them back and then get rid of them on Saturday. I finished the Black Sad VOD on YouTube. Have you played more of it or plan to? I've finished it. Yeah, there's another VOD that's the end of the game. There are 3 Black Sad VODs, I think. I played it all. Now you have to take a picture of everyone holding up their mugs. Oh, that would be fun! We can throw them in the ocean. Jesse, no. The poor fishies. A Viking funeral for the mugs. Yeah, when everybody's super drunk, we'll make a raft. We'll put all of the mugs nobody wants on it, and then just gently float it into the ocean. And shoot a fire arrow. No, just float the mugs out there. We'll see some kind of a weird news thing where they're like, a raft filled with mugs was found today outside of Los Angeles. Vinland Saga, but with mugs. Identical. It'll be really good. What if they float around the world and somehow end up in the UK? That would be incredible. I would be very impressed with them. I found some great candles called Peck Sniffs at HomeSense. Oh, HomeSense is in England. I can do that. Yeah, I'll go find the Peck Sniffs. Any plans for Christmas vlogs? I was telling everybody earlier, I finally found my charging cable for my vlogging camera, so I can charge it now. Obviously we've been doing lots of moving stuff since the beginning of December, so I was going to film a little bit of that, but I haven't had a camera to do it with. So I heard HomeSense is incredible. It's just a home goods store. Yeah, it's just a big home goods store. I have a Peck Sniff candle. Are they delicious? Yeah, I don't think we have HomeSense here. But we have, lots of other places that kind of do the same thing. And Waitrose. Yeah, Waitrose is there. Sam's grandparents for our wedding, gave us a Waitrose gift card. And we were like, what are we supposed to do with this? Because we were still living in America. But I've kept it. I'll check the back of it. Maybe it'll be like, does not expire. I went into a Waitrose. That shit was incredible. Was it? When I see you in a few months, will you have an accent? If so, can I make fun of you? Like maybe a good 1 or 2 days of making fun before I get over it. I don't think I'll have an accent yet, Jesse. I think that's a little fast. Why are you calling it a Waitrose? I don't know what it's actually. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm American and I'm leaning into it. I will go to a Waitrose when I get there. Waitrose? That sounds dumber. That sounds way stupider than what I was saying. Waitrose. That's what? Waitrose is what I was saying. What? I'm going into a Waitrose. I can't wait to go into HomeSense and Waitrose. It's going to be great. I'm American. Just ask Sam. I won't. I'm just going to say this in front of him casually and see if he corrects me. And if he doesn't, then you're all wrong and I don't give a shit. It's a snobby supermarket, that's all. Great. There's controversy in the UK at the moment because Aldi and Waitrose have the same supplier. One doubles the price. Gasp! Can I guess which one? Uploading the last chapter of Life is Strange. Ah! Y'all gotta watch it. Jesse and I were very invested. No wonder Shannon liked it so much. No spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. We were just very invested, which I don't think is a spoiler because we've been very invested since the beginning. Do people in England find it weird when someone with an American accent is around? No one's ever pointed it out. It's not like I've ever gone somewhere and they've been like, oh my God, where are you from? Except, you know, not American. Blimey, etc. Yeah, no one's ever been like, holy shit, are you American? I wonder how we sound to them from an American standpoint. We think British accents are fantastic. They don't give a shit about our accents. We don't sound nice. We don't sound attractive. Our accents are not from what I have come to understand from asking people a few times. They hear us all the time on TV. We're nothing special. It's not like a super pleasant accent to listen to. We're just kind of like we're a blah accent. We don't sound bad or good. From what I've come to understand, we're just bland. Also, I think probably like harsh Southern accents are more interesting. My accent is not interesting, but like a harsh Southern accent or like a super Brooklyn kind of accent, those sorts of accents would stand out much more and be more interesting. But, you know, Pacific Northwest or like just West Coast accents in general, I think are pretty bland. We're the chaotic neutral accent. Sure. If you're in a village like mine, you're gossip for the old ladies. When I was in Ukraine, everybody thought I was very weird. Because, at least at the time that I went, and I was in a smaller town called Vlodomirets, and I've told this story a few times before, but basically, like, everybody, like, all of the older ladies in this town, whenever one of the like, so I was visiting my friend who was a Peace Corps volunteer, and she was explaining to me that whenever like any of the younger girls from the Peace Corps come into the town, all of the older ladies are like, oh my gosh, are you married? You have to meet my son. You're so beautiful. How could you be single? You know, all of that weird shit. And she thought it was so funny because when I showed up, I was way too masculine for them. Way too masculine for them. They were like, they kept calling me handsome and like all kinds of, they didn't ask if I was single. They didn't try to hook me up with anybody. They just would be like, oh, well, your friend is very handsome. And they would just leave it at that, which is hilarious to me. But what was interesting was a lot of the kids, because she worked at a school, a lot of the kids loved my style. They all like wanted to try on my hats and my jackets and like all of that. Like they thought I was so cool. I gave one of my hats to one of the girls in the class because she was just like, this hat is so cool. I can't find anything like this here. And I was like, you can have it. I don't give a shit. But yeah, so like the older ladies, I was like weird, like a weird gossip material. They were just like, she's so masculine. Is handsome inherently masculine? It is now. It didn't always used to be. When you call somebody handsome, though, yeah, it's much more of like a masculine term. But I think people are starting to try and use them interchangeably again, like call men like beautiful and gorgeous, or call women like handsome. You know, we're trying to like, because there are very handsome women and there are very gorgeous men, right? Like, so, but it handsome typically is not used for someone who's more effeminate. So yeah, Kate, my friend, was saying that they were specifically using a term that is like masculine, like still a compliment, but like a masculine term when they would talk about me. So yeah, I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was very funny. Also, Ukraine is where I learned how to make borscht. I've been wanting to make borscht like recently. I've been thinking about making borscht a lot. I don't know why. But England, from what I understand, is pretty good for root vegetables. So maybe I can just grow some beets and try to make some borscht. Yes, we'll have one last Saturday morning Duger. Tomorrow morning, we'll do our last Saturday morning Duger. English confuses me and I'm a native speaker. I think a lot of people like can feel that way about their own language, you know. That's like those videos that you watch in Japan where they'll quiz adults on kanji and be like, these are kanji that you should have learned in school. Do you know them? Or like, how, if you wanted to write this word in kanji, how would you do it? And a lot of them are like, like that sort of stuff is fascinating to me because I'm like, that's their version of this, right? Where sometimes we're just like, I actually don't know what that word means really. How long are you taking off to sort life out? So something that's really, really, really nice is OPG to encourage us to have like a better work-life balance. Anybody who's part of OPG has time off days, like paid time off days. And they were telling us, they were like, you haven't used any of them. So when we move, we have a few days of like paid leave, which is cool. OPG is our management company. So that's super nice. So it gives us a little bit of like breathing, especially since internet isn't totally set up yet and we don't have computers yet over there. It'll give us like a little bit of time, like a week or so, to be able to try and get everything set up and get back on our feet and be able to start streaming again and figure out a new schedule. But yeah. But yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, it's very cool. So OPG is basically they manage us. So they facilitate brand deals and like talk to companies for us and yeah, they offer to do all kinds of stuff for us, but those are like the big things that they do consistently. Everybody over there is super nice, like very, very good to us. But we had honestly forgotten that part of like their percentage that they take as our management company they offer back to us in leave. So they're like, we'll take this amount, but if you take days off, we'll give some of it back to you, basically. So to like really encourage us to take time off and like spend time with our families and whatever. So yeah, they were like, you have a bunch of days that you've never used. you should just take them. So yeah. Omid is really cool. I've met him at a number of events. Omid is delightful. He's very sweet. I forgot Cry existed. What do you mean? How can you forget Cry exists? Unless he hasn't really been streaming. Has he not been streaming? Do I need to reach out? Do I need to say, hey, bud, you're cool? He has? Okay. What if I did it anyway? We do this to each other all the time. All right. I want to talk to Cry. Hey, bud, you're cool. I hope you're having a good day. There we go. Cool. Great. Did it. We send, like, literally, for whatever reason, Cry and I do that to each other all the time. We'll just send each other like, hey, I hope you're having a good day. It's just like, it's nice. It's sweet. What's the last thing you did with Cry? He and I played some Apex offline. Like we weren't streaming it, but we played some Apex together not that long ago. Oh yeah, we also did the zombie game. You're right. We did play the zombie game together as well. My family's home. Oh my gosh. It's very exciting. Well, maybe I'll wrap up because we have some work that we've got to do today. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I will be streaming again tomorrow morning. We'll do a final Saturday morning Duger. But let me read off everything that happened today. And yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you very, very much. I know that you have lots of questions. Some of them I ignore because I don't have answers to them yet. But I promise we will figure it out as quickly as we can. We'll keep you guys informed. If you can be here tomorrow morning, that'll be my last stream. So around this same time, I'll be streaming again. And yeah, we can all hang out and chat about stuff. But otherwise, just follow us on social media. Sam is at Strippin, Strippin. That's my husband. And then I'm at Dexbonus, Dexbonus. So if you want to know what's going on with our schedules, with internet, with all of that, that's going to be the easiest way to find out. We'll make sure that we're like keeping you guys up to date about all of that stuff. Is Sip still streaming? If he is, we'll just raid him. In the meantime. No? Foiled. Okay. Salem Lover, thank you for gifting subs to Insane42, The Cat Rider, Royal Leo Wolf, Hurdy Gurdy, and Zenny. All of you, welcome and welcome back to the Cat Gang. Mordock Pangburn, thank you for gifting a sub to Multi987. Welcome back. Thank you, Mordock. Brosif Brostar, thank you for gifting subs to Psy Deer, Baltaya, Atomicola, Bleepy Bloop, and The Starving Good. All of you, welcome and welcome back to the Cat Gang. Arnar, thank you for gifting subs to Arinbe, Maple Thistles, Ronge64, Patrick's Glitch, and Zidrana. All of you, welcome and welcome back. If you were gifted a sub today, be sure to say thank you. If you're not sure who gifted it to you, if you look in your notifications up in the top right, it'll say who gifted you a sub to this channel. So make sure you say thanks. Rosa, thank you so much for the biddies. PZN, thank you so much for gifting subs to Captain Nonchalanto and Melodic Cello. All of you, welcome to the Cat Gang and welcome back. Arnar also gifted a sub to Ducky Dev. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you again for making that great game we played. Whiplash Stream, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Slice the Next, thank you so much for the biddies. Lee Scoresby, thank you for the 63. Octo for the 43. Peach for the 21, Stinus Merritt for the 29, Arosa for the 50, Tershai for the 28, Cobra Prince, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Solar Blitz, thank you for the 41, The Runes for the 38, Mystic Knight for the 63, Stiletto for the 4, Shorter Stuff for the 9. Happy Twitch, baby. Dr. John gifted a sub to Starlight EXO. Thank you. Welcome back to the Cat Gang. Thank you, John. Neek, thank you for the 35. Anon Giles, thank you for the 27. Resnick for the 34. Lustus for the 21. Ace Trainer for the 21. Mutinic for the 52. Niderwin for the 21. Mordock, thank you so much for all the biddies. Oh my god, I didn't see this until now. I have to go soon. I was feeling lonely and sad earlier. This stream helped immensely. Much love. Good luck with the move. Thank you very much. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Let's see. 667 Warwolf, thank you for the 44. Belzaro, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Tennessee Bob for the 38. Arnar, thank you very much for the biddies as well. My sub seems to have gone to the void. Payment limbo. Leftover bits instead, but thanks for the awesome 4 years. Oh no. It like unsubbed you for some reason? That's so weird. Whoa, Avi, thank you for gifting so many subs. Avi just gifted a bunch of subs to Von Chirac, Gratch, Saki, Seafarer, Amy Blackstar, Necroxus, Verdant Technos, Ko Santos Art. Oh, Ko, thank you. It's the real Kaz. Thank you for being here. That's what I meant to say. Green Cicada, The Old Sad One, Rathweld, Taway, Death to Kitty, Stony Entertainment, V Malice, Recorus Kitty, Harmonix, The Squishster, a whole bunch of numbers, Rel Dev, Arsenic Poison Babe, Cloak Evan, Mini Mark, Tia Nicole, and Electric Psychedelic. All of you, welcome and welcome back to the Cat Gang from Avi. Be sure to say thank you to Avi for those. Adelaide Jewel, thank you for the 41. And Where Girl, thank you for gifting subs as well to Bella Ballerina, Plastic Muscles, El Gus, Mango Channel, and K Servin. All of you, welcome and welcome back. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for all of the support and all of the love. You're amazing. Let me bring up our list of the people. Oh. Why don't they let you go to your following list from the new dashboard? I thought that would be fixed once it actually went live, but it's still that way. That is silly. That is silly. It's Nictorhorst's birthday. We're going to go say hi to Nictorhorst. She's lovely. She's a member of the community and a good friend. So go say hi. Wish her happy birthday. Put some do yays in there. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay? Thank you all very much. Bye-bye.